Hey pals, welcome to episode 22 of my podcast. I am Paige Miller, also known as PaigeTheFramer, and thanks for joining me today. Let's see, you can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, and Periscope as PaigeTheFramer. You can also learn more about my shop here, which is Frame and Fiber, a picture framing and yarn shop in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. My website is frameandfiber.com, and you can also find my commercial yarns for sale on Etsy, which is Frame and Fiber NJ on Etsy. So yeah, check out those places if you'd like to find out more info. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will get back to you when I can. So let's talk about what's coming up soon. The first thing coming up is Virtual Knit Night. June 14th will be our next meeting. If you are a returning member of the group, we will see you on the 14th from 7 to 9. And if you are not part of the group but would like to join a virtual knit night, please look for the group on Facebook. That's where I upload the code information to get into the meeting, which we use zoom.us for the video conferencing. So the group name is VKN with Paige the Framer. That is a different name. I have changed the name of the group to make it a little bit easier to find. So if you are a member, you don't need to do anything. You're already a member of the group. But for those who are not, please search VKN with Paige the Framer on Facebook for more information about that. And I will have a link below to that. And then of course, for the summer, Tuesday evenings, for the entire summer through Labor Day, I will be hosting beach knitting on the beach at 6 p.m. So join me there. If you're local, contact me for more information, and I hope to see you there on the beach. It's so much fun. Okay, so I would like to announce my giveaway. Yep, last week I mentioned it, and this week I have figured out what I want to do. I am going to be doing a giveaway because here on YouTube, the channel has over 500 subscribers, which is very exciting. I'm very excited about it. And on Instagram, I'm almost at 1,500 followers. So the giveaway is going to run, or the entries, I guess, the giveaway is going to run through till I reach 1,500 on Instagram. So I'm not sure exactly how long it'll be, but there you have it. When I reach 1,500 followers on Instagram, I will draw a winner. So if you would like to participate and maybe win this amazing prize I'm going to show you in a minute, head over to Ravelry on my group page over there. I'm going to link that. I'm going to write it down here for you because I can't remember what it is offhand right now. Anyway, there's going to be a thread, a giveaway thread on my Ravelry page, and I would like you to comment with a pattern that you would like to make that calls for 3 colors. So any 3-color fingering weight, shawl, cowl, wrap, anything like that that you would like to make, please comment with that, and that'll be your entry into the giveaway. And the reason why I'm having you do that is because my prize for the giveaway is these 3 skeins. Oops, let me turn this one around so you can see it better. So this is the giveaway. And let me do this as well so you can see all of the ladies. These are 3 indie dyers that I feature at my shop. Sweet Sparrow Yarns, Moonstone Dyeworks, and Legacy Fiber Arts. And I just thought it would be fun, since Liz Zimmerman and I are hosting a 3-color make-along together, that it would be fun to tie in the prize for my subscriber giveaway with that knit-along. So this is the prize, and if I pick your entry, if you're the winner, the pattern that you comment with will also be a gift. I will gift that to you as well, so that you can make that pattern with these yarns if you so desire. So head on over to Ravelry and enter with a pattern that you would like to make. Okay, so the giveaway brings me into talking about the 3-color cal that I am hosting with Liz Zimmerman, and it's ongoing now. It ends on June 15th. I am making the, oh shoot, I don't have it with me. I can't show you my wrap, but I am making the Suburban wrap by Joji Locatelli. It's a fun knit, and the knit along that we're hosting is the 3-color cal. The requirements are to make a pattern that requires 3 colors. That's pretty much it. We are doing that together. Liz and I are hosting it. She is going to draw the winner from her FO thread on her Ravelry group page, which is the Just One End podcast page. So head on over there if you've joined us and post your FO pictures there. You do have an entry for your finished objects, and you also get an entry if you bought any or all of your yarn from me here at Frame and Fiber. So head over there, use the hashtag 3colorcal on any of your social media pictures so that we can follow you and see your progress and see your finished pieces. I think that's it about that. Yeah, that's it. Join us. It's super fun. I'm having a blast doing the 3-color cal, and I'm really enjoying seeing everyone's progress and all of your projects. I can't speak. Oh, and the prize for that. I always forget that part. So Liz is drawing the prize winner from the FO thread, like I just said. And the prize is a picture frame that I made, and it includes a mat in it made by me using Mrs. Brown's fabric. So it's a fabric wrapped mat. I have a few here, which this one's not framed, it's just the mat, but this is what the matting looks like, and it has a white frame around the outside. And these are just little 8x10 mats with a 4x6 opening, so you can put pictures of you and your knitty friends in there. So yes, head over there. And thanks for joining us, if you have, for our 3-color cal. I'm going to insert here, I think. Yes, here. I'm going to insert now a bit of, just a clip of me and Allison and I at the shop, hanging out, just chatting about all the knitty things. So I hope you enjoy it. Hey pals. I'm knitting with Al today at the shop.
Hi there.
Today, right now, at this particular moment where she and I are, it is May 26th. And so we're still tail end of our MayScopeADay challenge, but Allison is also doing the MayScopeADay challenge with me.
Yes.
But MayScopeADay is going to be over. So it may be over when you guys see this.
True.
Because I don't know when I'm uploading.
That's right. It may be over.
But it was fun to do MayScopeADay with this one.
Is that right?
What? Did I do it?
No.
Oh, wait. Wait, how did I do it?
This is her new goal. You have to have a full frowny face.
Shit.
She made a spontaneous beaker face.
I know, I really want to.
Now she wants to do it on cue. You can't be smiling. There only has to be
What were
frowning.
we talking about when I beakered?
I beakered. Don't cackle, because you'll never beaker then. The corners of your mouth. Almost. You almost had it.
Oh, frick.
Corners of the mouth, not fungy lip thing.
I know, but for some reason I can't get them to do. I'm thinking too much.
You're too happy.
Oh, by the time you guys see this, beach knitting will, oh yes.
This will be happening.
Beach knitting will have happened, I think, or maybe it will be happening.
This will be happening.
What, you don't love that picture?
Wait for it to focus. Oh, glare.
Glare. It's good. Thinking. Sound good? You can pull your muscles in your neck by
doing that?
Oh! Oh, damn it. I thought I had the beaker face and it wasn't.
Everyone else, she posted this today, and everyone else is like thumbs upping and loving it, and I look at the picture and I start hysterical laughing. Like, you look like such a
dork face.
Dork face.
A donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw!
Exactly. That is exactly what I see and hear when I look at that picture. So do not like it and do not love it. Just laugh at her.
You can go see it on Instagram yourself.
Huh?
Or also, that post was about the knitting on the beach.
Woo!
Can you make it to knitting on the beach?
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I don't
Can you
know.
guys make it to knitting on the beach?
I hope so. I think a lot of people are going to come this
I
year.
hope so. It's Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Osborne Ave in Bayhead, New Jersey.
Now,
Weather permitting. So if the weather's crapola, then we'll just come back to the shop.
yeah, Bayhead's a lot more laid back than
It's our
the
kind of a
regular
beach.
short towns because there's not a boardwalk.
Right.
So it's more all
No public bathrooms.
right.
So
It's
people don't go there.
exactly only local things.
Those of us who
happen.
are not afraid to pee in the ocean, that's where we go to the beach. Yes, I pee in the ocean because that's how I was raised. You pee in the ocean.
I did not raise my kids to pee in the ocean.
Really? They come out sopping wet, go to the restroom, and then go back in the ocean?
You know why?
I know it. I'm total. Go ahead. And like when the water's cold and you pee, now you have warm water.
All the animals pee in the ocean. You know why?
It's
Because I
salt
don't
water. Nothing
trust them
lives.
to like give themselves a wide berth from the people.
Oh,
like
you
I
need to
wanted them to be a little bit older and be
You-
like, okay, now swim away from those
Right.
people
You
and
swim
you can
out.
go pee.
You don't swim sideways. You
Right.
don't stay where you can stand up where the water comes up to your waist.
Right.
You swim
You
out.
Swim away. Get away from the people.
Pee in the cold water.
Correct.
Away from the people and then come back.
And then come back.
Yes.
Exactly. But you know, when they're little, I didn't feel like they knew all of that, so I didn't teach them pee in the ocean.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if all of you who are not
Ocean people.
local ocean
Local
people are
ocean
freaked out
people.
by our peeing in the ocean.
If you see Paige in the ocean, off by yourself, stay away.
You know
Don't
what
go
I'm
say
doing.
hi.
You know what
She's
I'm
peeing.
doing. If I'm on, if I'm at the last, oh gosh, buoy, holding on all the way out there.
You only pee in the ocean, right?
I only pee in the ocean.
Disclaimer.
No
it's
floaters.
Only the number
no
one.
floaters.
Not the
yeah,
number
number two. Mm-mm. No.
That's just sick.
Like a baby Ruth in the pool. I'm not a I like to swim
Yeah.
in lakes, but I have to. I'm so.
I have to rinse off after.
You know what it is?
like-
I'm so like beach. Like it's what it's what I
Uh-huh.
grew up. It's how we grew up.
Yep.
That you walk into the water and your feet are in sand and you don't feel it. Like there's no slime.
Right.
So in a lake,
There's like that
Like that-
algae
that-
thing.
it's fresh water, so it's soft
Mhm.
and it feels. I can't handle the feeling.
My hair feels weird. My skin feels weird.
Right. And so for me, swimming in a lake, it either has to be where there's a dock that I can jump in,
Mhm.
or off a boat where the lake is deep.
Yep.
Because also in a lake, you can feel all the weeds touching your legs. I can't abide. I can't. Oh. It was a gaggy voice.
That's what that was.
Oh, gaggy.
Gaggy voice. Yeah,
I
weeds
can't.
when they like swirl
Yeah.
around and
And it's so funny, like Miller has lots of like he grew up going to the lake.
Going to
like,
lakes.
Yeah.
So that's
and
his
so
thing.
for him it's like, ew, but the ocean there's like things that are gonna like he always talks about like
Chad's the
you're
same
gonna
way.
get bit. I'm like, by what?
Yeah.
Like I've never like what am I getting bit by?
Yeah.
Like granted, I have maybe stepped on the occasional sand shark.
I've been
It's probably a
clamped by a
fluke.
crab before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as you
Pinched.
think.
No, it's startling
It's
more than
it's
anything
startling.
else. It scares you a little bit, but
Right.
it's not as bad as you think it's
I
going
mean,
to be.
little, like, if it gets your little toe, it could probably hurt. But
probably
generally, it's
could.
like your heel or the side
Right.
of your foot.
And I've, jellyfish.
Right,
There's
but that's
that,
only
but,
August.
Yeah, exactly. When it gets warm.
Yeah.
Like when the water gets warm.
Right. So,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's the same way though about lakes. Like he would prefer lakes or swimming pools
Right.
to the ocean.
ocean.
And I would rather the ocean.
like,
100
I'm freaked
times.
out by lakes too because like the water's not
They're
moving.
dark and still and murky.
Like
and-
what do you mean?
You
There's
don't know
no
what's
current.
down
Like a
there.
river, I could swim
Rivers
in a river.
are fine. Yep. Rivers are
It's
good.
the whole not moving of the water
Yep,
that
it's
I'm
the
like, I
stagnant
don't
water.
understand what we're doing here.
Right. What we're doing here? She went southern on you. Don't know why.
So that was. We just kind of went off on a tangent. Sorry, kids.
Big one.
Okay, Al, back to
Back to-
non-tangent e-talking.
Yes.
What are you working on?
A sock.
Are we sock knitting on this lovely Memorial Day weekend?
We're sock knitting. But again, middle of row, so I can't show the people yet. Because, you know, I can only do one thing at one thing at a time.
So
when it comes to the knitting.
What pattern are you doing?
Okay, I'm doing, I want to say snakes on a plane. I always have to think. Socks on a plane?
Yep.
Is that what I'm doing? By, wait for it, Laura Linneman. And I'm using, I can show them the yarn.
Ooh.
I'm using lattes and llamas, because coffee first. That's how I always remember. And it's their adventure yarn. So it's a BFL and nylon, 80/20 I think. And it's called Love Shack, but I got the last one.
Baby.
It's the very last one.
Shit.
So pretty, you can't have it.
Let's just share.
I will not.
What needles and what needle size are you using?
Thank you for all the prompts.
You're welcome.
I am using a Chowgu size zeros, bamboo 40-inch wire. So I'm doing magic loop. Yeah.
Right.
One at a time though, and it's a toe-up pattern. So yeah, and it's for my daughter. So I had to make. Normally, back up. The last ones I knit was on a size 1 needle, and those were for me. And I think I cast on 60. This one I did 56 for the medium size sock, but because she's much younger, I wound up having to go down a needle size so that it would be a little bit tighter, so that it would fit her a little bit better. So here's the end of the row. So there's my socks on a plane. So it has the little cable through here, and there's my Sucra miniature donut progress keeper. This is where I started today. And yeah, so I'm loving it so far. This is only my second real pair of socks.
Those are going to be
I'm really excited.
great fitting socks, I think.
I hope so. Yeah, she seems pretty excited. She loves crazy socks.
And it's nice and dense fabric. I think it's going to be
I think it'll hold up nicely.
And BFL. I mean, that thing's going to be around for a long time.
Yay! So those are mine. What are you knitting?
Did you you showed them.
Oh, yeah, show the people.
So I am working on the Avenues socks by Mina Phillip. It's a textured sock pattern.
Yeah, I like that one.
So this is the bottom of the foot, and you can see the yarn is Dynamics yarn in their Shug Emery colorway.
And that's the micro
Shug
striping,
Avery, I
right?
always say Emery. Huh?
Does the micro
Yeah, so
striping?
micro stripes, but it's cool with the textured pattern because it makes those little V's. Like you can really see the white.
Right. Yeah, it really
Isn't that
pops
cool?
out because of that.
Yeah, so I'm really liking that. I have one more round here, and then I'll start the cuff.
Right.
I have the cuff done on this one. These are going to be like, they're not regular size. They're going to be like above ankle socks. And I'm using Chowgu size 0, but the red lace.
Red lace. I think I like the stickiness of the, not sticky, but there's like a,
Drag.
yeah, there's a drag on the bamboo, and that helps me.
Yeah.
I'm not as confident a knitter yet. I
Me
don't
too.
think.
When I
Yeah.
first started knitting, I liked everything on the wood because it was slower, and like you said, the drag
I feel like
really
it doesn't pull off.
you don't lose your stitches.
Right, yeah.
And then when I started, now that I've been using metal, I have a hard time going back to wood
bamboo?
because it's so much slower.
Right.
Because these just fly off. And so, but I think for, like, me personally, I think beginners, I would probably tell them to just start on a bamboo.
I feel like you have more control.
Yeah.
But it does, the shawl that I just finished, I did use metal needles because it was bigger.
Right.
They were size 6s, I think. And I did like that it was just
Yeah, I like
fast.
the slickness. And these are really slick. Like, everything just glides off of them.
Yeah.
And, oh, I didn't show you guys. I started knitting. Michelle. I started knitting. This is my progress keeper. It's my Choco Taco from Sucra Miniatures. There's a bite taken out of it.
Because she's hungry.
And that's where I am. And I like the denseness of my fabric, too. Hey, Michelle.
Hi,
Michelle. Podcast?
Yeah, come over.
No.
Yes.
No, I said.
The one where we yell at the people.
Did we finish talking about socks? Michelle just left. Well, she didn't just leave. Michelle left. Then we had lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Then we forgot we had to finish doing this.
Yes. That's a weird thing. Like behind the scenes podcasty thing.
Right?
Because everything looks like a seamless
Right.
bit.
There are so many seams.
So many seams. You'd think I'd be aware.
So,
Well, that's
should we end this
sounds
now?
delicious.
Do you want to talk any more knitting or sewing? Do you have anything to share?
Just that we're doing the skirt class next weekend. Probably
Why
by
don't
the
you
time
stand up
they
and give a twirl?
give a twirl.
When you're wearing the skirt. Which I want to steal off her body, but...
No!
Twirl, man.
I'm
Oh,
twirling.
look how cute it
I'm
is.
twirling.
Look at the letters.
They're
Numbers. The digits.
Clearly numbers.
Clearly.
Clearly.
It's so cute.
So, yeah.
And they're rulers.
And these are Pockies. The best part.
Look. Thread.
Thread, always.
None on your boob,
None
though.
of my boobs, though. That's good. All right,
cool.
so
So
yeah,
that's your class next
that's
week.
the class next Saturday.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, we're not live. Bye. So let's talk some knitting. I want to show you a couple finished objects. The first one is, I finished my mittens. There we are. I am using my mitten blockers that I bought from Patricia of Knitography Podcast, P410 on not YouTube, Instagram. I just got these maybe about a couple weeks ago, and I'm so excited I finished my mittens to be able to use them. Aren't they beautiful? So, finished object. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm going to hold it this way. So, these are the Nia mittens by Skein Knits. I am definitely a big fan of Ellie's mitten patterns. And I use Cascade 220 Sport, which is, you can't see it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's right here. Right there. I use that for these mittens. And I don't know, it's a really pretty graphic looking design. I'm excited to have these off the needles because they were on the needles for quite a while, but I'm happy to have them off because it means I can now cast on a new pair, which will be the Flora Mittens by Skein Knits. And this knit will be entered into a knit along hosted by Denise of the Earth Tones Girl podcast and Rachel of the Treehouse Knits podcast. They're hosting a summer mitten knit along, hashtag down there somewhere, and it starts today, June 1st. So I'm excited. I'll be casting them on probably within the next couple days. I'll have another pair of mittens to work on, and I'm joining a cal with my pals from the very beginning. Very excited. So there's my finished object. Not much to say other than I love the pattern. I love my mittens. Oh, I will say, these languished for quite a bit in the project bag. I had the right hand mitten done for a while, and I had maybe up to here on this mitten done, and then I hadn't touched it for probably a month. So when I picked it up again, my gauge had changed significantly, and so this part of the mitten was bigger than this and was huge compared to this one. So my usual method of blocking is to steam block mittens. Color work in general, I don't typically soak them. So because I needed to stretch this one out to be similar to this one, I wet block them. And I would say, so I didn't even use my blockers, to be honest with you, because I couldn't, because I had to pin this one to make it bigger. But I am pleased because it definitely is the same size. So they fit like a glove. Most likely a gift at Christmas for somebody. So that's FO number 1. FO number 2. It's a cute little one that I just made yesterday. Took me about 45 minutes to an hour to make. And, oops, don't fall, little bird. It's the Bluebird of Happiness. I will put the pattern writer's name at the bottom because I can't remember what it is right now. There it is. Little Bluebird of Happiness. So this is a gift. I will be mailing this little bird to Chevy Rell, who is the host of the Chevy Rell's Stuff podcast here on YouTube. She had a brilliant idea to have, she invited her viewers to join her in making Bluebirds of Happiness for Tommy, who is the host of the Squirrel Pie Productions podcast. We all love Tommy. She's just the greatest. And she's also the dyer behind Moonstone Dyeworks. So she is due to have her first baby in the end of July, and she had mentioned how much she loved this little pattern, and Chevy Rell had the idea to have all of us make a little bird and send them off to Tommy. So I'll be mailing this to Chevy Rell. It's so stinking cute. It's a worsted weight yarn. It is 100% silk. It is Araucania Manna, and it's a really gorgeous yarn. Very jewel toned. Very jewel toned. Yes, just jewel tones. So I think Tommy's gonna be super happy with our little basket of Bluebirds of Happiness. Super easy little project to make, fun to make. I will be making more because there are other little ladies that I'm thinking would love to have a little bird. Cute, right? Okay. So that's it for my finished objects. And I do have a bunch of whips, which you guys have seen in the past, so I'm not going to be showing any of those today. However, I do want to talk about a swatch that I'm doing, or I just did. I just swatched for a sweater. The sweater is, where's the picture? Here it is. So I want to do this cardigan. It's by Elizabeth Smith, and it is called Passing Showers. It calls for a DK weight yarn, which I am using Green Mountain Spinnery. It is a yummy 2-ply DK weight yarn. It is 20 cotton and 80 fine wool, and it's lovely. It's rustic but soft. It's really pretty. I have this yarn in 4 colors. I drop everything. So these are the 4 colors that I have. The pattern calls for just a single color. So what I think I'm going to do, I have 4 skeins of this color. It's called Suede. I'm going to do the main portion of the yarn, or the pattern with this. But what I'm thinking is these 3, I have 2 skeins of the yellow and 1 each of the natural and the mint green. So what I think I'm going to do is kind of color block at the bottom of the cardigan and possibly up at the top and the back by there's like a textured pattern back there. So I think I might do that. I'm definitely using this yarn because I think they look great together. So back to my swatch. I swatched with a US 6, a 4mm needle. I am going to have to swatch again and go down a size because I don't know why I even started with the needle that the pattern called for, because I always have to go down. So it's a size 6. I have a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about. Number 1, when I'm doing knit purl stockinette, I think this is blocked. It's still a little bit damp, but I pretty much blocked this out. And you can see my purl and my knitting rows really significantly. And so this marker here, I marked. So this was doing, I hold my yarn in my left hand and I pick, also known as continental. I get that confused all the time. So I think I might put in a video of this so you can see it better. But so from here up, instead of purling by pulling the yarn in the front, I left it in the back and I did a Norwegian purl, and it definitely has made a bit of a difference. I mean, you can still see where I purled and where I knit, where I purled and where I knit. So I am going to swatch the next one, and this from below here is where I was doing just a regular pull the yarn in front. So, and it is more defined, like you can really see it here more so than here. So I think the next swatch I'm going to drop down to a 3.5 millimeter, and I'm definitely going to do the Norwegian purl throughout, and hopefully that'll help with my tension. So do you guys have any advice on my tension between purling and knitting? Like I said, I hold it in my left hand and I pick. Any of you out there who knit like that, do you have the same problem? And if you have you solved the difference in tension? I really, like, I feel like because it's, I mean, it's so noticeable, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this makes me still feeling like I'm a beginner and I have no idea what I'm doing. So, help, guys, help. Please leave a comment below if you have any suggestions on that. This is blocked, and it's way softer after blocking than it is in the skein. It's going to be a lovely sweater for sure. And like I said, Green Mountain Spinnery is, it's so awesome. Did I say that? If I didn't say that, I'm telling you now. It's so awesome. So yes, any suggestions would be great. And like I said, I'm going down a needle size. So that's it for knitting. Okay, framing. So first up, let's talk about my fabric wrapped mats. I am trying to come up with a clever little name for these because I do want to start doing these more often. I've gotten really good feedback about them. These will be listed in my Etsy shop soon. I made these for the New Jersey Wool Walk and then kind of forgot about them. So I want to show them to you guys now. All 8x10, all 4x6 openings. Oh, I love that one. So these will be in my Etsy shop. They will be offered framed or unframed, so you can choose which one you would like. Yeah, so I really want to start doing more of that kind of stuff and sharing that with you guys, and it's just fun. I really love doing it. You can find them on Frame and Fiber NJ on Etsy. So that is that part of framing. I don't know what else to tell you about that. I have a cute little project that I want to share, and it's special. What did I just draw? A nail. Okay, so this is a special project because it's two friends that I have from the global knitting community that I have not yet met in person. I have done the picture framing for Natalie of Remembrance Pottery, and the picture that I framed for her was a gift to her from Mars, who is Hey Brownberry on Instagram, and that is the name of her podcast. So Mars drew a picture for Natalie, and I got to frame that picture. So there we go. Ooh, glare, lots of glare. I might do a video of this too. So I am really happy with this, the way this turned out. It's a tiny little drawing of a feather that Mars did, and we just did a simple framing, but in this really beautiful textured frame. Natalie described it as a banana leaf, which I thought was pretty accurate. So isn't that cool? So I have to I'm going to be sending this off in the mail to Natalie probably in the next week or two, because she has something else that I have to put in that package as well. Great job, Mars. It's a beautiful drawing. You guys are the cutest. Natalie and Mars are the cutest. It was fun to pick out the frame with Natalie and just to kind of go back and forth with all of the different options. I really like that part of my job. I like picking out the frames and helping people just showcase their artwork the best that we can do it. I probably should have talked more about those mats. I probably should have more to say about the frame, but my brain, it's not working. So pals, I keep forgetting to tell you guys that I have more of my custom colorway in stock. So bad at being a business owner. This is Sea Glass. It's dyed by Legacy Fiber Arts, exclusively for me here at the shop. It is beautiful. I will put a close-up of these for you somewhere in here. And I keep forgetting to mention to you guys that they're here. So I have a bunch of skeins available. If you're interested, please, you can either direct message me on Instagram or direct message me on Instagram. I will put these up in my Etsy shop as well. So you can find them, you can get your hands on them in a couple different ways. So, holy mackerel. Sorry about that, because I know a bunch of you had been asking about them and really wanted to buy some when I had originally bought these in for the New Jersey Wool Walk, but I had sold out, and I told you I'd get some in, and I forgot to tell you that they're here. Why don't we move on to some of my favorite things? So I have a couple or a few things that I want to share with you. One thing that I had bought from a friend, Carolyn, who is the owner of Bloom Handmade Studios. She is a fiber artist and a pattern writer, pattern designer. She's a very talented lady, and she started taking these photographs of yarn in different landscapes, and she printed them on notebooks, note cards, that kind of stuff. So I had to have one of these. So you can find her on Instagram as Bloom Handmade Studio, and I believe you can find her on, yes, her website is bloomhandmadestudio.com. So give her a look. She's such a cool lady. I met her through Denise, Earth Tones Girl. The first time I met Carolyn was in Rhinebeck. She was wearing this scarf that I still haven't made, but a bunch of my friends are in the process of making right now. A scarf that she crocheted, which is called Water Arcade. It's such a beautiful pattern. So really cool lady. She does a ton of brioche patterns too. So check Carolyn out. Another favorite, which was a gift from my friend Anika, who is the owner of My Kinda Thing, which is also a handmade doll company. She is my_kinda_thing on Instagram. Check her out for sure. She is a crocheter. She makes amazing dolls. She's just a talented lady. And she came to visit me when I had my EYF Envy Party back in March. And she brought me this. She made this for me. I mean, do I have to tell you what it is? It's an F-bomb, people. I love it. You drop the F-bomb whenever you need to. Thank you, Anika. I love it. Okay, and then another favorite that was gifted to me by my friend Susan, who I met for the first time back in September of 2017 when we both attended the Knitting Pipeline Retreat. It was such a great retreat. It was in Maine. I met so many amazing people. Paula, the host, was amazing and gracious. And a while back, I was talking about cables, and Miss Susan was test knitting a pattern for Thea Coleman that had tons of cables in it, and she made this hat for me. Can you say spoiled? I had no idea she was making this for me. It just came in the mail. That's it. It just came in the mail, and it fits so perfect. I will be living in this hat in the winter for sure. I have a pink pom-pom I think I'm going to put on it too. Isn't it beautiful? So let me give you a look. Again, the pattern, oh, I don't remember what the pattern name is. It's by Thea Coleman. Oh shoot, I will look it up and hopefully link it below. Clearly a talented knitter. So Susan is madtown_mama on Instagram. And she is a very talented knitter. She's a musician. She's a runner. She's pretty darn cool. So thanks, lady. I absolutely love this. Okay, another favorite thing, which is beach knitting. I'm going to insert right here a video of our first night on the beach this year. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, pals, so that is it for this week. I thank you so much for joining me. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But if you do like this video, I would ask that you give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye. I should have peed first. I had to pee before we even started doing Periscope.
Well, oh, we're taping. I'm rubbing my nose. You're talking about pee. Your boobs. I'm
But your boobs look really big too. Maybe
I'm
it's just the way the
huge.
angle is.
Oh, it did.
Dang.
Too. Stop it. Get me.
Right?
Get me a shawl. What the hell is happening here? On an angle?
Boobs are so overrated.
They're
I don't
so
get
dumb
why people like
At
them.
all.
Oh, Mother of God.
Right?
That is gorgeous.
Mother of God.
You have to teach me how to
You
do
know your socks are good when Michelle, Mother of God's you.
Yeah.